Oh goodness, my light is fading. My light's fading. But I'm positive that we will be able to do something at least. Even though it might be a little dark. I'm sure you guys can forgive me. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of chat about something. Or what's been happening in my life lately, and I kind of just wanted to share it. I'm just gonna jump into it because why not? So lately I've been feeling this feeling of that I don't have a North Star anymore. Um, you know that I don't have that overarching goal. You know, that thing that I wake up in the morning and I'm going, that's what I'm working towards. That thing right there, and you can see it in the distance, and you're like, that's the thing that every task today is going to lead towards. I've been feeling like I don't have that, and it's I don't want to say a recent thing, but if I'm completely honest with myself, I think it's like in the last, I want to say 3 years. It's kind of been building, and then lockdown and these trying times, I think, escalated everything. Not having worked for a while and being forced to kind of sit in yourself and with your feelings, I think that kind of escalated the whole idea that I feel this way. So I kind of wanted to share that aspect with it, um, because I shared it on my TikTok, and a lot of people commented, which was wonderful. The TikTok, I think, did really well, and it was just interesting to read, to go through the comments, and a lot of people said it was this spiritual awakening, or this you at a crossroads right now. And I'm 31, and I feel like I feel like I am at this turning point in my life where I'm heading into the next phase. I'm no longer the person who I was. I am now at a weird bridge that I'm crossing into the person who I'm going to become. And just at the moment, it just feels like there's nothing. I feel like I'm grasping at straws the whole time. There's nothing that I can tangibly hold on to. But and in order for me to cope with this and to help myself, because I believe that I'm quite an optimistic person. I'm quite positive in my outlook on life. And to kind of help me through this, I've adopted a couple of things or strategies, I would call them, really, to just work through this time. One thing that I'm doing is I'm meditating every day. I've done 12 consecutive days. So I don't think I've ever done 12 consecutive days before of meditation. Every morning, wake up, meditate. First thing I do is I make some coffee, and then I go and meditate while the coffee's just, you can smell it. I light a candle. I'm becoming like very, very spiritual. I'm not religious, but I'm taking on these sort of rituals in the morning, which I really love. Actually, last night when I was reading a book, because I'm doing that as well, I'm also reading just before I go to bed, instead of being on my mobile phone. My mobile phone, what am I? An old person. 31. Is that instead of being on my phone, I read. I just set my alarm, put my phone on the desk far away from me, and then I read. And it's been wonderful. I've also been doing that for a couple of weeks now, and I must say my sleep is so much better. So much better. And I'm also cut the caffeine. I only have one cup of coffee, that first one in the morning, and that's it. The rest of it is this peppermint tea that I'm drinking, and it's wonderful. I don't know when I'll go back. I probably will go back to a couple of cups a day, but this is just a really great feeling, especially, like I said, during this time that I'm moving into the next phase, transitioning into the next phase of my life. So I've been doing that, yes, and I've also been, like I said, keeping a very positive outlook. And yes, I've got my off days. I've got like deep off days where it feels devastating, where I don't know what's happening. I don't feel like I don't have that thing anymore. But then I'm kind of using that strategy of knowing that it's all temporary, that feelings are temporary, the bad feelings and the good feelings, they're both temporary. So that's kind of been helping me through. But here's the real thing that I think is the real telling point for me, that I realized it yesterday actually, and that's why, partly because that's why I wanted to make these videos. This video, I'll tell you more about these videos later. But that's why I wanted to make a video like this, is that yesterday, so background, I've been doing a short film as part of a festival. I cannot tell you more about it because it's still on the down low, but it's a very popular festival in Cape Town. If I told you about it, Cape Town and Johannesburg, I guess it's just hosted in Cape Town. I got to direct and produce and write a short film. Very exciting. And we are in the final stages of post at the moment, and it's supposed to go out next week. And we're actually supposed to finish the edit on Sunday. But one of the post-production team members pulled out yesterday morning. They actually just dropped us completely. Came from left field. I was busy with a self-tape, and I mean, any actors out there know exactly this feeling when you're doing a self-tape and you're deep into that self-tape, and then suddenly you get a call and you're just like, okay, I should quickly just answer it and do something else. But yeah, I answered the phone, and then suddenly this message came through, and I was like, oh man, I should not have answered this phone, not now. Because my mind was in the self-tape, and then it was like this bad news coming my way, and then I was also like, ugh, I don't know what to do, and my head was just all over the place. But here's the exciting part. Here's the growth that I was talking about. Was I felt this feeling in my chest, and that's where I usually feel feelings of like anger and anxiety. Is like here, it's coming from my dog. I can feel it coming up. And at that moment, what I did was I said to the person on the other side, I said, I understand you, and I'm hearing you. Thank you so much for your message. But I am not in the right headspace at the moment to answer you right now. I need to sleep on this, and I will contact you at a later stage. That's what I said. I was like, who is this person? Are these the words that are coming out of my mouth? And at that moment not exactly at that moment, but like afterwards is where I realized, wow, that was growth. That was like some real growth right there. That was actually growing up. That was like the moment where you go, like I realized that the reading at night is working. It's like, that's where I realized, I'm growing. And the next morning, today, actually, I called the person and managed to sort out some stuff. Obviously, we took a massive hit, but at the same time, it didn't faze me as it would have fazed an earlier version of myself. And I almost something that I've been thinking about a lot is like, as you get older, the ease in which things happen, the ease in which you handle life, the ease in which you handle problems and conflict. And I feel like that's what happened. I handled it with more ease than I would have handled it with. So yeah, it was just a really good feeling, especially when I woke up this morning and I went, wow, I can handle this. I can handle it. Because as the day also progresses, as it gets later and later during the day, you can't do so many tasks. You also get anxious. I feel like there definitely is a limit to the decision. I mean, they talk about decision fatigue and all of those things, but I think after a certain time, for me now, I'm not going to make any major decisions anymore. Like after 3 or 4, I'm not going to make any major decisions. I'm just going to tell people, hey, this can wait until tomorrow morning. 5 o'clock is the same as 9 o'clock in the morning. So oh, the point that I wanted to get back on, I wanted to share that with everyone today, because I have this kind of plan for July. I feel like I want to make a vlog a day. I want to do like a little 30-day vlog, or 30 days of vlogging. And even if it's just a talking head video like this, to more intricate ones down the road, once I'm finished with a short film, I can spend the day, especially now that we're in lockdown, spend the day making a whole vlog, which I think would be interesting. But also just to challenge myself in this, because I'm doing it now on my TikToks and I'm doing it now on my Instagram feed, where I'm just putting out a piece of content a day, because I figured I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain from it. So why not just try and see what happens? After 30 days, I can reassess, and even if the video is just 2 minutes long, or 1 minute long or 30 seconds, at least it's a piece of content a day. Yeah, like I said, it feels like growth at the moment. Just such a good feeling.